Okay, so go ahead and pour. That was boring, but so I'm gonna just do a sniff test right now and try to compare the three. I will add I've had 101 bourbon. Right now, out of what I've had, or I should say what I have in my collection, this is my preferred choice of what I've tried so far. I did do this against an Old Foster and a Woodfords. I'm sure those will come out again at some point, but I really enjoy this. I was so surprised, and this is a very modest price point compared to the other two, which is really surprising, but that's one of the things about bourbon. You find out that the expensive isn't always the best, or sometimes you find out, I guess it really depends. What I've been investigating and watching is really depends on the person, obviously, and then probably doing this for a few years, your tastes change. I'm sure there's something to do with age and whatever, and being able to tune into the certain taste and everything like that. So I imagine that my taste will change over time. But as far as right now, to give you some background, I was never really a bourbon guy. Recently, I like whiskey. I was always a Jameson guy. I love Jameson. I'm not, I don't like Canadian LTD. I'm just very particular when it comes to that. But I didn't really explore outside of that. So anyway, right now, as of today, 2022, 07/16, I am a Wild Turkey 101 fan. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do the sniff test, and this is the Four Roses small batch select. I didn't do too much other than just kind of copycat off of what I saw out there. They said you got to add this to the non-chilled filter. Don't know real lot about that. If you want to comment on that and explain that to me, I'd appreciate that. That is, I don't really know what that all means. So again, this is Kentucky straight bourbon, crafted from 6 unique bourbons. Four Roses, small batch left. Now, you're supposed to gape your mouth when you do this. I'm smelling, it smells floral, a lot of floral. A little ethanol, but very floral to me right now. Obviously, cinnamon, that sweet candy cinnamon type. That's what I'm smelling with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a taste. A little bit interesting. A little bit. It was sour on the front of the tongue for me. That was unique. I haven't had that happen before. So it was a little bit sour. Very smooth going down. You can feel the heat. Maybe a little cherry. I got some cherry. Feel it on the front of the tongue, but on the back of the tongue, not much. Actually, really smooth going down. You feel it in the belly, but throat-wise, goes down decent. Like it. Let's keep going. All right, I already know what that tastes like, so I did want to mention what was interesting with this, and other people have called it out on the web too. Is like there's no cork on this, so it kind of feels cheap in a way. I guess understanding the price point. I'm not going to say what I paid for it because I feel like that's just, I'm not going to get into that. But I will say, because I'm not there. I'm not knowledgeable enough to know, is something worth it or not. I was excited about it. I tasted it down there, and I'm like, if I can't get this anywhere else, I'm buying it. So it kind of got you. They hook, line, and sinker got me. I wanted it. I did a little research, and some people feel, is it worth the money? Some say yeah, others say no. But I do believe the price point over in Japan is like a 101, turkey 101, 30, 35, 40 bucks. Obviously you can't get it anywhere other than in Kentucky at the Evan Williams facility. So it's jacked up. So it's kind of unique to have it. Not you have to go there to get it. So I just thought that was kind of a cool point. So I'm going to go ahead and give it the smell test compared to the roses. And I'm really going off of proof right now for comparison. That's really where I went. So not much stronger. It's 104, but it's not, I'm smelling like butterscotch, but it's the ethanol or whatever, it's definitely muted. I know the proof's there, but I can do a big sniff and no burn, which is interesting. It's really the only comment I can make right now is I smell, if I was to say butterscotch, that a little darker than the Evan Williams. I'm sorry, not Evan Williams. Four Roses is a little bit darker than Four Roses, as well as darker than the Turkey 101, as I can tell. So let's go ahead and give it a taste. Oh, no burn on the tongue at all. Hit the throat a little bit, but nothing. That is just. Literally. That's. It was probably I picked this up 3 months ago, 3 or 4 months ago. Exact same experience, and I was like, wow. Those sugar packs where you used to put as a kid, you put the sugar in there? It reminds me of the cherry. That candy, I don't know if it's the candy and the cherry. I don't know. It's good stuff. It is good. Technically, I really wanted to sit here and drink this one. Oh man, that is good. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you my critique of the Turkey 101, but I know for a fact, again, I hadn't had that since, that was the only time I had it was a little glass like this down in Kentucky. I'm sorry, not Kentucky. Kentucky. don't know much else to say about it. I really love it. If you can get your hands on it, I really recommend it. If you like bourbon, and you don't like the the heavy hitness, this is but you still get the proof. Definitely my pick right now. If I could get more bottles of that, I definitely would. Yeah. So here is the wild turkey. I forgot to talk about the smell. Got so excited about drinking it. It's much more ethanol than the other two. I definitely can smell, you can smell the alcohol. There's a burn there. There definitely is a burn on all the way through my tongue. I don't know what that really means, but it does, it goes all the way back. But I enjoy it. It's not this. It's not Evan Williams where there's nothing. But the back of my tongue burns well, where this burns up front, I believe. And it's just an all-around smooth. If I was to go back and go to historically for me, that has basically replaced my Jameson. I'd rather drink that than a glass of Jameson right now. Just your regular old Jameson bar shelf. Now I did hear that some people are saying that the mix on this is, that there's possibilities that this could get hard to come by. I have not seen it other than one place here I'm in Wisconsin. I only found it in one place, and I've been to a few places around here, and I have seen it on the back bar, but I have not seen it out for purchase the last few times I was out. So just sugary. I can't right now. I can't really put any. I'm not tasting any. Definitely burns. I mean, it burns a lot more than I thought. I have been drinking this. I've been mixing this, just a sour with it. To sit here and drink it on its own, I think might get old for me. So that's what I'll say about that. So, right now I'm going to try something I haven't ever done, but I've picked it up. I guess it's supposed to do something different. I'm going to go ahead and add some water to it, and see if that opens up. I guess it's supposed to open up some of the flavor. See what happens. Oh, that definitely smoothed that out for the tongue. I'm not feeling anything now. Well, again, this is a journey, so I am not picking up on anything. As I move through this, maybe I will start to get more better at this, but I am not picking up anything different. It is, I mean, obviously you add some water to it, it's smoother. The tongue burn is gone. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. See what it does for Robin Williams. Ooh. That's different. Twizzler. It smells like a Twizzler to me. You know, a red licorice Twizzler. That's weird. But yeah, that's what I'm picking up. Very, yeah, that fruit, very fruity. But the one I'm putting it on is the Twizzler. That's interesting. That's cool. Definitely a different smell than I smelled before. But I remember I was talking about the cherry stick and all that. Yeah. I'm enjoying it. It's good. So if I was Jolly Rancher, like if I'm thinking about a cherry Jolly Rancher, the taste, really enjoy that. I'm telling you, if you see this video and you want to try something different, so far for me, that is cool. I like it. I never had Evan Williams ever before that. I was down there on it for my son's, something my son was doing. I won't get into that, but we were down there for a school event, and me and a buddy just went and did a tour, and said, let's go do the Evan Williams tour. We could fit it in, so we did it. And I'm glad I did it, because that's really cool. So let's go ahead and add some water to Turkey 101. See what happens. I guess this is my baseline. I would, you can't get this. So, you know, if I'm out, this is my go-to right now. Even with the Four Roses. I like that Four Roses, but you're not gonna find that on your Wisconsin bar, your local Wisconsin bar. You'll find this guy. I found this in up in the Hickville of, you know, but I don't know, might become harder to come by. So, oh, that smoothed that right out. Yeah, there's no sting on the tongue at all. No. Apple, like a sour apple. That's what I'm getting. If I think, you know, those sour apples with the gum in them, in the middle of them, I don't remember what it's called. Those bubble suckers. That's what I smell. It's smooth though. Yeah, just that little bit of water leveled that right out. So I mean, that's probably why I enjoy it in just in a mixer. I wouldn't say mixer. I mean I've had it in. Sour is my go-to for any kind of alcohol. Even when I drink vodka, I don't drink vodka anymore, but it was always sour. I love it. And you know, an old-fashioned, great. I definitely, you know, sometimes you do this stuff, but I don't know. You don't want to become a snob, but I love this, and it's a good price point. It's a little bit more money than your regular Canadian LTD or even Jameson, but I do enjoy it genuinely. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and smoke myself a leather rose cigar and finish these guys up. But I appreciate you guys going for the journey with me on this, and hopefully you enjoy this. Until next time, we will keep on keeping on, and chin up, drinks up.